So let me go on to someone who may be one of the best-known personalities in America now, and a very famous face, Riley Gaines, who's done such a great job. We've been praying her through all this. An accomplished collegiate swimmer, and you were the direct beneficiary of Title IX, of course. So the question is, can you explain the value of female-only competition and how that environment shaped you? And can you share a little bit about radical gender ideology and how that's changed all that?
Of course. Thank you very much. Yeah, the value here. Let me just start by saying I don't think I fully understood what Title IX really was, to be honest with you. I didn't understand that I was indebted to those women like Dr. Fox who fought for me, who fought so I could have the opportunities that I had to compete and to succeed. I guess I just call it naivety, maybe. Maybe I was just naive to it all. This is certainly new to me in terms of understanding the political space. Who in their right minds would voluntarily do this? God bless you guys. So I didn't understand really what was at stake, let's put it that way, until I was directly impacted, until I suffered the injustice we all did at that national championships of competing against a man, a 6'4" man, fully intact, exposing himself in our locker rooms. We saw the unfair competition. We felt the betrayal in the locker room space. We're effectively silenced and muzzled by our universities. But the value that I got to reap in my 18-year career, by the time 4 years old all the way through 22, it taught me how to be a leader. It taught me how to persevere, how to be resilient. It taught me how to set goals and work to achieve those goals. Things that transcend far beyond athletics, I'm realizing now. Things that have helped me in this space far more, actually, than they helped me when I was an athlete. There was a recent Ernst & Young study that came out that said 94% of female C-level executives, 94% of those females were female athletes. And I think that right there shows you the skill sets, the value, the leadership you develop from playing sports. And to answer very briefly the second part of how this radical gender ideology has shaped society as we know it, we have seen this not only affect sports. We have seen how this affects now sororities. We have seen how this has affected prisons, domestic violence shelters. The language by which we use, the English language. Notice we're referring to ourselves as biological women. What a silly thing. What a silly, redundant thing. As if we're not made, all of us, made of biological matter. Why are we even doing that? I thought at first, to answer very briefly and to show, I guess, how far personally I've come in understanding this topic, I thought at first it was kind to use the pronouns, the preferred pronouns, the biologically incorrect pronouns. I thought that's what respect was. That's what they told us respect was. And I was in an interview at the very beginning of all this talking about this, and they were asking about the locker room, and I tell you, I said the sentence, it came out of my mouth, her male genitalia, her penis. And I'm sitting there, and I was ashamed of myself. I felt guilty. I felt like I had just entirely ignored the instincts, the gut instinct that I had for so long. Of course, we all knew it was wrong. We all knew it was unfair. But again, all of that just to highlight how this has infiltrated into corporate America, the media, academia, virtually every realm you could imagine. This movement has a chokehold on the American people.
Well, thanks for those insights. Another champion